Hello, Libra. This is Terra Queen Jamila. So you guys get to reap the benefits of the first video recorded with my extra dense light here. So good deal. Anyway, this is your karma reading for March 2018. It can apply at any time during the year, though. More than likely, it's more accurate during the month of March. Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm playing some rain sounds and some rainforest animals in the background. It's just what I felt like listening to, so I hope that you like it. If you need a private reading, the link to my website is below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. Okay, so welcome to the Libras. All right, so I'm just going to get started. I'm going to be using the Dark Fairy Tale Tarot deck to do this reading. So let's get started. We're going to call, first of all, we're going to call to Archangel Michael and spirit guides for protection. Okay, protection and guidance. Okay, for the Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, what messages do you have for the Libras for March 2018 about their karma? Okay, what karma still needs to be worked out for the Libra? What is the most important lesson in this life? Past life lessons learned, past life lessons yet to be learned, helpful influences and things to avoid. Okay, what should Libra avoid? So again, you can just tell by, if this reading resonates for you, it's not just going to be for this time frame. So, but, so anyway. All right. Thank you so much. So I have your answer. All right. Okay, for some reason, a lot of the cards are reversed. Oh, yeah, you guys can really, really, really see that now. All righty. So, Libras, I feel like as a whole, I feel like looking in your Libra house, actually, you can see where you're having some issues with relationships. Feel like you're experiencing some issues with relationships because the Seven of Cups is in the reverse position. I feel like, so this card comes up as your karma that still needs to be worked out. So a lot of you Libras are dealing with your love life being up in limbo, being very confused, being emotionally confused. A lot of you, for the most part, at least right now around this time frame, you don't really know what you want. A lot of you Libras don't know what you want when it comes to anything. Okay, it can be anything in general, but in particular with your love life. Okay, now, this also the Seven of Cups does represent that you need to prioritize big time. Seven of Cups represents a lot of daydreaming also. So some of you Libras may find yourself in a state of daydreaming. And see, that's actually not good. That's a sign of some chakra imbalances. So you definitely want to work that situation out. Okay, so Seven of Cups comes up, representing for some of you, you don't really know what your lover wants. So you're trying to be whoever they want or need for you to be, but it's just leading to confusion because you're not being yourself. Now, the most important lesson in this life, it's about yourself. You got the Knight of Swords. It's about the choices that you make, your actions, your perceptions, your thoughts leading to your actions, leading to the energies around you. So, for the Knight of Swords to come up, this is representing you. So let me ask the Knight of Swords. Reversed is saying that you're not really thinking things out before you do them. You're not thinking things through before you do them. You just do them. And yeah, Nike did say just do it. But I'm seeing you being really impulsive when it comes to that. Okay, I feel like the Knight of Swords in reverse is talking about you. Maybe you're not thinking your decisions through before you take action. Okay, Spirit, what other clarifications on the Knight of Swords? Okay, so the Sun card comes up. And I feel as though this represents some lessons that a lot of you Libras are dealing with, as far as with your father, as far as with possibly your own son, or maybe even your significant other, which possibly could be a fire sign. Also, I feel as though the Sun card sort of represents where you'll get into a situation and you're trying to figure out what it is all the time. What is it? What are we doing here? And sometimes you just need to really, really enjoy, even if it's not going to last forever, you should still enjoy it instead of worrying about what's going to happen. Okay, so I feel like that's why the Sun card comes up for you guys next to the Knight of Swords reverse. Now, your past life lessons learned, you got the King of Wands. So this is, again, about possible impulse control. This is also a person. It's a person. It's a person that a lot of you, you know, they could be a fire sign. They could be any sign. But I feel like the King of Wands does represent having a, you know, having a karmic connection with this person. So let's do some clarifiers. And you know what? I really, really, really feel with all of my heart chakra that I can actually get get this thing closer to here. And I do apologize, guys, for my son yammering on and on in the background. He's trying to learn to share with his sister. So please forgive the never-ending whining of the child. Okay, see, I knew I could get it closer than that so that you guys can be right on top of the cards. Okay. All right, and that won't go down anymore. Okay. All right, there we go. So, oh, you guys can really see that now. I wish I would have done this when I was recording my other videos. Oh, well. I'll record even more videos to enjoy the new lighting tonight. So you guys will have a love reading also. Okay, Spirit, give me some clarity on this Knight of Wands for the Libras. Okay, so 10 of Pentacles. It's sort of in the reverse position, but I feel as though this is somebody that you feel very connected with. You feel very passionately about them. I feel like in the previous life, I feel like in the previous life for a lot of you Libras, you actually did find that happiness and that completion in the previous life, in the past life. So you're wanting to bring that forth now. You do feel a connection to people, but it ends up in confusion. Okay, it does. So now past life lessons that you haven't learned yet is the Two of Cups. So this is that special someone. Okay, this is the one coming into play. Now, I will tell you that a lot of you, this could be during the time frame of March. Okay, maybe you're going to meet a either a water sign, fire sign, or an earth sign. Okay, so I feel like the Two of Cups also does represent love, you know, loving yourself, having a healthy balance between self-love and you know, self-sacrifice. Helpful influences is actually the Moon card. So I feel like this does represent it not only does it represent you picking up on emotions very empathically, but it also represents your intuition. Okay. Now, I will tell you that you don't want to be paranoid, but I feel as though during this time, there's something that spirits want you to pay attention to. The Moon card does represent telepathy and receptibility. So I will tell you that normally the Moon card would not be helpful. So I feel like Spirits wants me to throw some advice on that Moon card. Spirits, give me some advice on this Moon card. And I will back this up just a little bit. Oops, I meant to say back it up, not. Okay. All right. Spirit guides. What messages do you have about this Moon card for the Libras? Okay. The Three of Swords comes up. So I feel as though for some of you, this is your psychic abilities, your psychic receptibility. Okay. Now, this Three of Swords does come up showing me that I do feel as though you need to watch out just for some reason. This is showing up. Okay. You got the Page of Cups in the reverse position and the Fool in the reverse position. So be careful with be careful with being manipulated by those that mean to do you no good. So is what I'll tell you. I do sense heavily that there's some sort of love triangle involving either a water sign or maybe even a Cancer woman, possibly with the Moon card coming up. But I will tell you that Spirits is saying that, you know, there's somebody that you should not trust. Okay, so yeah. And I do feel like it is a water sign person. Feel like that person either tells you things or sends you messages that kind of make you a little confused. So, especially if you're dealing with a Cancer or a Cancer male, ooh, Lord, they will keep you under an influence and you won't even know it. Now, it seems like things to avoid. I feel like this should be switched around, but you got the Three of Cups. So, I feel like Spirits is definitely saying with this Moon card coming up, treachery, that you may have, you know, some people that you can't really trust, okay? For the Three of Cups to come up. Also, I feel as though it could possibly be, you know, maybe a relationship or, you know, something that's going to come up this month. Maybe Spirits are saying that you need to avoid, you know, getting into relationships right now. I'm going to ask Spirit to give me some clarity. Spirit, give me clarity on the Three of Cups for the Libras. Okay. Yep. So they're saying to slow down, Libra. They're saying that, you know, you obviously, from what I'm seeing, you either ended a relationship several months ago or even several weeks ago or maybe even longer than that. But I feel like Spirits is saying that you don't have to rush into another relationship or either to not rush into it until you're ready. So the Page of Swords comes up in the reverse position. I feel like she represents you not knowing exactly what you want or you not speaking your truth in some kind of way because you're afraid. The Ace of Pentacles comes up. I feel like um, the Ace of Pentacles is representing, you know, you know, it represents stability, okay? Having a strong, healthy new beginning of stability, of self-esteem, of, you know, feeling good about yourself, feeling good inside. So, yeah, that is amazing. Okay, so anyway, that's going to do it for your reading. I'm going to go. I have a kid, and I'm sorry if you guys heard him. He's downstairs fussing. I don't know about what. I'll go find out. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Blessed be.